6 months ago, I bought a Neoxa node for 1 million Neoxa, which at the time cost $3,150. So, how has it gone over 6 months? Am I in the profit or have I lost a lot of money? I'm modern mining and I love passive income that you can get from cryptocurrency, whether it's nodes or mining, whether ASIC mining or GPU mining. So if you want to learn more about crypto passive income, check out my channel. Let's see how this Neoxa node did after 6 months. And you're going to want to see this. Want to buy a new ASIC miner but not sure which one to purchase? Check out today's sponsor, asicprices.com. Their website offers an intuitive way to research before your ASIC purchase. You can sort by ROI if that's your thing, or daily profit. Don't forget to set your electric rate to make sure the results are accurate. Interested in only Kaspa ASICs? Switch the algorithm dropdown and sort by Kaspa only. See one you want? Select it and view a variety of useful information before your purchase. Historical revenue, historical price data. You can even break it down to price per hash for each specific vendor. Though I don't have any ASICs yet, I've been closely watching asicprices.com to find the perfect buying opportunity. Special thanks to Asic Prices for sponsoring this video. I'll leave a link down below. So if you don't know, a Neoxa node basically pays you out 2250 Neoxa every 48 hours. And that's where the passive income of it comes into play. So you buy that 1 million Neoxa, and then basically for the rest of time, you generate this 2250 Neoxa every 2 days. And depending on the price of Neoxa, that could be upwards of $10, or it could be what it is right now, which is more like $2.50 every 2 days. So basically $1 a day. So now that we know what a Neoxa node is, let's take a look at how much have I generated from my node? How much raw Neoxa have I generated? I needed to put this spreadsheet together because my strategy about Neoxa nodes has changed. At one point, I was holding all the Neoxa I generated, and then I switched to selling all the Neoxa I generated, and now I'm actually back to holding it again. And all that strategy is based on kind of the market price. So let's take a look at this spreadsheet real quick. Let me make it a little less bright for you guys, and we can take a look at some of these numbers. So in total, I've generated almost 200,000 Neoxa, which is pretty awesome. That if I had held all of it, that would be basically 20% of the way to another node. But I haven't held all of it, and I'm pretty happy I didn't because of how far Neoxa has dropped since I bought that initial 1 million. So I've sold 137,000 over this 6-month period for a total of $320. If I had held all of that and sold it at today's price, it would only be worth $151. So basically by selling, I generated an extra $170 because I could tell that the whole market was going down and I kind of needed to get rid of some Neoxa so it wasn't such a large portion of my portfolio. And so I'm currently holding 56,000 Neoxa, and that is worth currently $61. So the reason that I went back to holding Neoxa is at this point, it's down so much. I'm down about 66% on my actual purchase price versus what it's worth today, that I might as well start holding Neoxa to try to get a bigger amount of coins so that it has to go up a less percentage to get back to my initial investment. So in total, my total holdings right now is 1,056,000 Neoxa, and that is worth $1,161 right now. So $1,161. So let's take a look at total ROI. So I spent $3,150 on this Neoxa node, and including everything I've sold and what I'm holding right now, it is about $1,500 for an ROI of minus 53%. So certainly not been a great investment over the past 6 months. But Neoxa is down with a lot of the entire crypto market, so that could change very quickly. All Neoxa has to do is basically 2 to 3x from here, and I would be well above what I put into it. So that seems crazy, but Neoxa's market cap is $6 million. So a 3x is basically nothing, and I honestly still expect that to happen when the altcoin season kind of takes off and when Bitcoin kind of gets over this little hump that it's been in and it continues to make all-time highs. So I really am not super nervous about this, though I do wish it went a lot better than it has gone. I got in at a pretty decent point right here. It would have been a lot worse if I bought the node up here when it was about $7,000 to buy one, or even right here when it was about $4,600 to buy one. Right now, if you wanted to get a Neoxa node, it's only $1,000, and honestly, at this price, it's somewhat tempting. But I kind of wanted to get into my thoughts on kind of node projects like this after doing this for 6 months and kind of learning about the economics of a coin like Neoxa and some of these other node projects. And I don't know how to say this, but after looking at it, I definitely have some concerns. And I don't want to bash the Neoxa project because they are doing very good work in the kind of crypto gaming scene, where it's pretty cool that you basically just play video games and get paid in Neoxa. It's a play to earn system. That's very cool, and they are working on like NFT is an asset platform where you can kind of earn different assets for gaming, which has potential to be very big. But the economics of the coin somewhat concern me. So obviously what causes the price to go down is just there's more sellers than buyers, and that's true for stocks, that's true for anything. If more people are selling than are buying, then the price is going to go down because there's not enough demand to cover the amount that's getting sold, so the price is going to drop. And my issue with Neoxa is that I can't really think of any situation where someone would be buying the Neoxa coin unless it's to get a master node. So the people who are mining Neoxa, they're going to be selling. The gamers, they're most likely going to be selling because they just want cash for when they're gaming. So those two are big sell pressures. The people who get node rewards are likely selling unless they're trying to save up for another node. And that's where my main concern, that the more I look into this, it seems a lot like a pyramid scheme. And again, I don't want to bash Neoxa, but the more I think about it, so the first people who bought nodes for super cheap, they got a very good deal and have probably made a killing on their nodes. But what happens is the only way the price is getting pushed up is if more people buy nodes. And then at that point, the price is only going up if more people buy nodes. And so you can see that if you were one of the early people who bought nodes, you're making a ton of money, and some of these people are generating so much Neoxa that they can create a new node once a month or once a week. But new people who are getting in, the higher the price goes, the more expensive their nodes are, which pumps the price even higher, and the people at the top get even more rewards, and the people at the bottom kind of get screwed because once people stop buying nodes, then there's no buying pressure for the coin and it starts going down. I haven't heard anyone kind of bring up that, and I don't know enough about other crypto projects that have nodes to see if they all kind of follow this. But that's just what I've been thinking of, and I really want to know your all's thoughts. Is Neoxa, and specifically the node portion of it, resembling somewhat of a pyramid scheme? And I don't think it's intentional from the developers. I just think that the way the economics of it work out is the people who got in early do well, and the people who are at the bottom are basically not going to do as well, and their profits are going to be funneled sort of towards the top. Let me know what you think on that. So obviously it hasn't been a great investment, but I'm not selling my 1 million Neoxa, though if you are down a lot on your node, for example, I'm down $2,127 on mine, 61% like I said, this would be a great time to sell this and lock in capital losses to offset your gains. The only reason I haven't done this is because Neoxa is not very liquid on TradeOgre, so if I were to sell my 1,060,000 and buy it back, I'm going to lose a lot of money from the spread. So I may only end up buying back 950,000 Neoxa because of how much money I lost on the spreads. So if it was a more liquid asset, then I definitely would be selling right now and immediately buying back to lock in those capital losses, because there's not wash sales in crypto. And if you don't even know what a wash sale is, or you want to learn more about crypto mining taxes, check out this video because it breaks down all of that, how you can save a lot of money on your taxes. So my strategy moving forward, I kind of already mentioned it, but I'm going to continue stacking the Neoxa that I earn unless the price starts to go back up, and then I might sell a little bit. But at this point, I'm probably just going to accumulate as much as possible and wait till the altcoin run. And hopefully at that point, I have like 1.5 million and Neoxa is like double the price of what I bought it for. And in the end, I come out ahead a couple $1,000s. This is a little different than mining because I don't have to pay power costs this whole time. So I'm not really losing anything by just letting it sit. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you guys like this video, check out one of the other videos on my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.